Hello everyone! So today I'm going to discuss an event, or we can say that it was a part of the world history. As you can see on the screen, the title of my presentation for today is The Causes of the Rwandan Genocide. Have you ever heard of what genocide is? First of all, before 1943, there was never a term genocide. In 1943, a Polish Jewish lawyer named Raphael Lemkin tried to describe what genocide is. The word genocide was formed by combining two words, namely geno and side. The word geno, which is Greek, with the meaning of race or tribe. Meanwhile, the word side, or sida in Latin, which means slaughter. In the dictionary, the definition of genocide is simple. Just as homicide means killing a person, genocide means killing a people, such as an ethnic or religious group. In the history of the modern world, there are 11 recorded genocide events that occurred throughout the world. Genocide has afflicted several countries such as China, Myanmar, Bosnia, Germany, or Jewish ethnicity in Europe, Australia, Armenia, Central Africa, America or American Native, Rwanda, Ireland, New Ireland, or the Moriori tribe that has become extinct, and several countries in the Middle East. Now, have you also heard of Rwandan genocide? This is one historical event that is quite frightening. In fact, this event also attracted attention from all over the world. The Rwandan genocide itself involved two tribes, where the Hutu tribe aggressively eradicated the other, or the Tutsi tribe. It can be said that this is the second largest and cruelest genocide after the Holocaust. Because of the Holocaust, more than 6 million people of the Jewish tribe were murdered, while victims of the Rwandan genocide took 800,000 to 1 million people, mostly from the Tutsis minority. However, of course, there are differences that underlie these two cruel acts. If the Holocaust occurs because of hatred by someone against a tribe, so what is the cause of the genocide in this country of Rwanda? First, it is known that there is tension that occurs between the two tribes. In general, the Tutsi people have a higher position than those of the Hutu tribe. What's more, when the Tutsi king took the lead, the Tutsi tribe raised money by being shepherds, while the Hutu only managed the land. And when the Germans came to Rwanda, the Hutu got Tutsi land to manage. However, when their country came under Belgian rule, only the Tutsis received accommodation directly from the Belgian government and were given permission to receive education. When there was a change in policy in 1959, the Hutu tribe only got the possibility to control the government through post-independence general elections. After that, tensions intensified when the Hutu tribe attacked the Tutsi who chose to flee from Rwanda. Then, the incident was mistaken for the perpetrators who killed the Rwandan president at the time. Juvenal Habyarimana is the elected president who is a member of the Hutu tribe. On April 6, 1994, Habyarimana was killed while he was traveling by plane. It is not yet known who caused this to happen. However, one person blamed the extremist Hutu, while the others blamed the RPF leader. The RPF, or the Rwandese Patriotic Front, is the currently ruling political party in Rwanda. It is headed by President Paul Kagame. The party was created in 1987 by the Tutsi refugee diaspora in Uganda. Shortly after Habyarimana's death, presidential guards and government officers killed Tutsi and Hutu people from nearby villages and communities. Then, there was also a campaign by government troops that triggered this genocide. The Hutu people began to think that the Tutsi were traitors and behaved arbitrarily when this genocide began. They really don't care about the environment around them because their only goal is to get rid of the Tutsi. Lastly, it could be said that the Hutu people really turned a blind eye to the Tutsi. Not knowing what was so overpowering their minds, they treated the Tutsi people as if they had no right to exist. It cannot be said that everything based on hatred for the other tribe, because from the start, these two tribes could not be said to have had a good relationship. However, a leader usually has a big share in influencing people who have the same thoughts as them. The same is the case with President Habyarimana during his reign. Several years before this genocide took place, he accused the Tutsi population of being the RPF's henchmen and arrested hundreds of Tutsi residents. Not only that, the Rwanda government massacred hundreds of Tutsis in 1990 to 1993, so that several things done by the government succeeded in making the Hutu extremists angry. Judging from the three things that have been explained before, what can we conclude from this terrible event? In the world, of course, tensions between parties often occur. However, can the parties involved find the best way to solve it? Have you ever thought about finding a solution that will be the best to solve the problem you are facing without hurting any party? Sometimes people want to be victorious by themselves, to the point that they never even decide to take a moment to pay attention to the conditions of the people who are opposite to them. Not only that, humans also often think of themselves as the greatest so that they can dominate those who seem weak and helpless. It is a very selfish thought when they decide to be the best by fighting and even bloodshed. Everything that happens always has an aftermath. Then what is the aftermath that the people of Rwanda and the global community really feel? At first, Rwanda was not a country that many foreign countries paid attention to. But in 1994, World Vision started working in Rwanda. They provide life-giving emergency assistance to displaced people and help them to resettle. They also took care of children who have lost their parents. It was recorded that there were as many as 75,000 children who lost their parents. Given the fact that the country was in ruins, the survivors suffered physical and psychological damage. Families are destroyed, their homes and communities are destroyed. No wonder many countries and world organizations are starting to pay attention to the country of Rwanda. The sad story that happened and the aftermath, who was a silent witness, told everything. The deep bitterness, it could even be felt today. One thing, it should be remembered that we live as social beings who were created to live together with other people. It will look more beautiful when all the things that are going can be resolved wholly. That way, we can together prevent this terrifying event, so that later life in the world will be safer. Also, never make any decisions when you are feeling emotional, because emotions will only exacerbate the atmosphere and decisions that are made. We cannot think clearly and we only ended up living regrets that cannot be changed at all. It's better to make a decision that looks like it is lacking than to have to make a decision that you will regret for the rest of your life. Other than that, we also need to learn about forgiveness. No matter what, no matter how difficult things are faced, those who cause the wounds in heart must still be forgiven. Forgiveness may become the only way that can be used to calm the heart and mind from bad things that continue to haunt. As we know, things from the past cannot be changed, but with that, we can use it as a lesson so it won't happen again in the future for the sake of our lives. So that's all from me. Thank you for watching. See you on the next video. Bye bye.